So I get my skill reroll and the Bandolier reroll, which will hit. And the 6 gives me an extra die. There we go, 5 hits. Alright, so he has a 4 defense. Joseph is +1 for the Darkstone, +2 for his skill, and +1 for the authority of Otar while he's in the other world. So he is actually +4, and they are 4 defense. So these are all straight up. So I need 10, and that's going to be way enough. That authority of Otar giving him the +1 damage in the other world helps immensely. Alright, so catch his breath, which I've been forgetting. He's actually +2 in the swamps. Well, actually, I guess I didn't really forget. He's +2 while in the swamps. So 3, 5, so he gets to recover 3. We'll take 1 sanity and 2 wounds. Oops, and I did forget, I started adjacent to him, so I had to have taken two horror hits, or fear hits, and saved them both. Alright. There we go. Joseph, and he gets a loot card. And his loot card is $100. Pull back the darkness. We'll fail. Wonderful. Tentacles from the void, ambush attack by a peril dice worth of tentacles. 5 tentacles. I think this is probably going to be just his first revive token that's going to get used here. And their elite ability is a 4. Again, Void Visions. So let's, I'm going to have to remember to split these up. Alright, hold back the darkness. Actually, no, because they came about by the darkness card, which was the start of turn. So the turn actually hadn't officially started yet, so they get to go, which is because they're in ambush, so they are a 5 initiative. 3 dice each. So I can do, there's 5 of them, I can do 2 at a time, reds and whites. Hitting on 4s. With 6s. Ignoring defense. And then that was 2. Here's 4. Ouch. Oh, one of them completely missed though. And then 1 more. Okay. So, now again, because I don't have different colored dice, these are all going to be considered simultaneous so that I can grit and reroll all these, but we will have to do them individually because it will matter, because I'm going to take a d6 horror hits if I get wounded, per tentacle that wounds me. So, we'll do the one that did not get a 6. And hey, I dodge it with my defense. Another one. Okay, nope, so that is a success. Or, a hit. And that is a hit. So armor saves. So there are 5 each. Okay, so here's 10 from the first one. These are armor saves. Oh, wait. I was going to use a grit to re-roll. I have 2 grit. So there's 6 hits, two from each. So I'm going to roll 2 of these at one time. Wait, no, never mind. I take that back. Actual hits for defense. There was actually only 2 because the rest were 6s. There were actually only 2 that I could defend against. I won't use a grit in that case. I completely forgot. So yes. Armor saves. So 10 armor saves. Basically I got 10, 20, 30 armor saves. 2 hits from each. Okay. Well, there was 1 successful armor save from that one. Okay, a lot of armor saves on this one. 6 armor saves on that one. Alright, and then I need another 10. Okay, and 5. Alright, so I will grit to reroll these armor saves. I think I'm still going to be kind of a lost cause, but 4 for him. Blocks 1. 5 from this one. Doesn't block any. I probably should have healed. I didn't even think about that. Not good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which puts me at 25, and I took 5, which will put me over. So that is a revive token that got used up. So don't worry about the horror hits because use up a revive. If I had thought about it, I should have used bandages. I was only over by 2, I think. If I had healed myself for 3 or more, I might have lasted 1 more turn without using up one of my revives. But I forgot about it. Again, kind of spacey today, so it is what it is. So well, it is Joseph's turn. He gets to shoot back and try to take care of business here. Not with a roll like that. That was pretty horrible. He will use his 1 grit then to re-roll all of these. Slightly better. Alright, so he has a skill re-roll on the Outlaw pistol, so it hits, and then he can use his bandolier on the non-Outlaw pistol. Hey, which is a hit. But he can't grit, or can't critical. That's still pretty good. So, shooting the tentacles behind, doesn't really matter. They are defensive 3. My non-Outlaw pistol is a +2, so it's a -1 on each die. So that is 2 wounds. We will hit this. You know what? We'll hit the wounded one again. -1 is 2, so 2, or 2 more, so 4. Not quite dead, unfortunately. Alright, unwounded one. Alright, Joseph is at +3, so these are even up. I need a 5 or better. That will kill. Unwounded one. We'll do 3. You know, I am just going to kill. I'm going to use one of mine. So it's a minimum of 1. We're going to kill him. And then I'm going to hit the other wounded one. I need to get these guys down. So 3 and 3 is 6, which is enough to kill him. Pull back the darkness. 7 is good enough. And, well, Joseph goes first. They are only initiative 3 now. Because it's no longer the ambush round. So Joseph gets to roll the move. And he will attempt to escape, which is 4 better. Which he does. He'll take the 6. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he'll take his shots. No grits, so 2 rerolls for the Outlaw Pistols. Does nothing, so 2 hits. Alright, 1. I was -1, so that does 1 wound. And then I'll hit the Outlaw Pistol will hit him. He's straight up for 2. Not good. Alright, well they charge forward. And they will hit him. 3 dice each. Luckily no 6s. Alright. Sorry. Defense rolls. Do absolutely nothing. 10, 15, 20, so that's going to be 20 armor saves. 5 from him. That's 2 wounds. And then 15 from this other one. Well, armor's helping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds. And then D6, 2d6 horror hits, so 9 horror hits. 1, 2, 3. Looks like he takes 3. 3 sanity. Joseph then gets to hold back the darkness. 7 still good enough. Have not gone very far, despite fighting basically in every room. Joseph rolls to move. 2s, he will attempt to escape. He does. He's just going to move one closer there, and then shoot. There's some good shooting. They should finish it off. His rerolls, yeah. Alright, so on to the wounded one. Again, -1. Well, that's enough to kill him. Didn't know I've gotten that last turn. Then he can heal a wound. And that's enough to kill him. Excess of Joseph is a little peeved. Kind of, you know, he's going to shoot them until they stop twitching. Actually, he's going to keep shooting even after they've stopped twitching. He's just annoyed. Woof. Alright, catch his breath. So he gets to catch his breath for 3, which we will take all wounds. And then he gets a loot card. And the loot card is, this should come in handy, draw a gear card. Dead Man's Dice. At the start of every fight you can roll 2d6. If doubles are rolled, recover grit up to your max grit. If a total of 7 was rolled, take 3 horror hits. Well, you know what? That's not horrible, I suppose. Usually not too hurting for sanity. Let me see how much you can carry. Reminder here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that really all he's carrying? 6. And you can carry 7. What did I lose? He's got the helmet for 1. Oh, he's got the tomb chest. Okay. So he's maxed. He's maxed out. Can't carry anything more. But he can drop the dice if need be. Although they're worth 525. But hey. Something getting more grit isn't going to be bad. Alright, well then hold back the darkness. A 5 will fail. Joseph gets to move. Hey, he got a 1. Something I moved. And then let's see what the next room is. It is a long passage. Pull back the darkness. 7 is good enough. Oops, sorry. And Joseph then moves. Well, 6 will get him to the end, where he will look through and gets a tribal fountain. Alright, now let's see what's on this token. 1 exit, again, well, a pretty straight and narrow path here, and an encounter. So the exit is straight ahead. I probably could have told you that. It always seems to be straight ahead. Alright, and for the moment, so let's see what the encounter is. A boneyard. The area stretches out into a murky lake filled with massive bones of long dead creatures. As you pass through, you keep an eye open for anything of value devoured long ago by one of these beasts. When successfully scavenging hero can draw an extra scavenge card and then choose one to discard. It can be scavenged 5 times. However, while there are any heroes on this map tile, the hold back the darkness roll is -1 to the roll. Alright, so Joseph wants to get through pretty quickly. But actually scavenging isn't going to be a bad thing there. So, speaking of which, it is hold back the darkness, so I need an 8. A 6 is not good enough. That gets me a Growing Dread card, the first one. Okay. And we got a Growing Dread card. And then Joseph gets to move, so we need a big move. A 2 and a 1 will not be a big move. Now the challenge is, I take the 1, I get a grit. When I take the 2, I get a little bit closer. I think I'm going to take the 2. I do have the dice, which might allow me to get a grit. I have 1 grit. I need to get past this room quickly before the darkness goes up too fast. So, and then, you know what, I'm going to scavenge. I get 1 scavenge card. So in this case, I can draw an extra one, so I get to draw 2 and choose 1. So hopefully, cross your fingers. The first one is $50. The second one is Chilling Dread. Well, I think I will take the $50. And it has been scavenged once. I'm not going to pull out the scavenge token specifically for this. We know it has been scavenged once. Holding back the darkness. A 9. Gotta remember, I don't know where to... There we go. Joseph will move. A 4 and a 2. We'll take the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite enough to get me across. Well, we'll scavenge again. And he fails. Hold back the darkness. Double 6s. Double 6s. Alright. Fountain of Life. Each hero can immediately heal D6 or 2d6 wounds or sanity, any mix, and remove any poison markers. Well, Joseph does have some wounds and whatnot on him, and he can get rid of 10. Well, he's got 6 wounds, which he will heal, and 3 sanity, so that's 9. Well, there we go. That was handy. And then Joseph gets to move, and he got a 1. So he gets his grid anyway, and he now gets to look through to the next room, which is the Deep Swamp. You can see that. Token on it. zoom out a little here just so that I can kind of get this box in. Alright, and the exploration token is 2 exits. He's attacked, and he has the first of his 2. So the direction that is not the exit is straight ahead. So I like to roll that straight ahead, apparently. Joseph is attacked by bog bats. A peril dice worth of bog bats. 3 bog bats. And their elite ability is a 2. They have a barbed tail, which gives them +1 combat. And they get to go first. Hold back the darkness. Which I do succeed on holding back the darkness. They have more than enough speed, enough movement to get all the way around me here. Alright, so they're rolling 4 dice each. Good thing I am immune to poison. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Defense. I use a grit. Oh, you know what? I'm going to roll my dead man's dice. No, and no. So not doubles, not a 7. Alright, well, that's... Alright, so 6 hits. I have to remember that. I'm going to need 6 willpower saves. And armor saves, there are 2 each, so that's going to be 12. Block, 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 block. So 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. Oh yeah, I should have rolled to see if they were in ambush, but again, it doesn't matter because he went first. And then willpower saves. Save, save, save. So 3. Oh no, they do 2 each. So 2, 4, 6. Because this is the brutal side. Joseph gets to go. So movement doesn't help. 6 and a 3. You know, he will attempt to escape. 3 plus. Reroll for the bandana. Nope. So he's kind of stuck there. So unfortunately, he's still on this tile with -1. Ah, well, lots of good hits. So I'm not going to grit that. I will get my 2 rerolls, which is nice. So it's 3 more hits. That is a lot of hits. And the poor Hellbats are only a defense of 3. So 1 normal pistol hit, which is a +1 for the Darkstone bullets, +1 for Otherworlds, or for Otar, so -1 on the die. That's enough to kill 1. And heal a wound. And we'll roll like 2, I guess, 3. Actually, how many I got? I have 7 left, so we'll roll 3 on this one. I'm even up, actually 3 hits, because I'm even up. I'm actually +3 damage. 1 for Otar, 1 for my skill with the Outlaw pistols, 1 for the Darkstone bullets. They only have 2 health, or their defense is 3, so these are going to be even up. They only have 2 health, so that will actually kill both of them. Boom, boom. Alright, now let's heal 2 more, and I'll take 1 wound, 1 sanity, so I'm at 5 of each. And then I get to catch my breath, which is a 3 plus 2 is 5, so I can recover 3, and I will take 3. I'll take 2 health, or 2 health, and 1 sanity. There we go. And a loot card. Gold bars, 250. Joseph has gotten quite a bit of money this time around, though. That's not too bad. And hold back the darkness. A 7 is not good enough with that -1. Actually, let me double check that I didn't skip something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 6. We actually need a 9 because we had just crossed over with this tile. So that fails. And then Joseph gets to move. 6 or a 1. Well, the darkness is creeping up. I still have my eye patch. I think I'm going to take the 6. Let's move over here. And we get a Boneyard Lake. Alright. Move over the token. Ah! It is the final. Well, that is interesting. Okay, so Joseph gets a high threat, and I need to reveal the Growing Dread card, which is Dread. Move the darkness 1 step forward, which gets me another Growing Dread card. Void Surge. All heroes immediately take a corruption hit for each Darkstone they are carrying, including Darkstone items. So he takes 1 corruption hit for his 1 Darkstone infused pistol, and he does not save it, so he does take 1 corruption. And the high threat that he is facing is our favorite, 3 slashers. And their elite ability is a 6. They are immune to critical hits. Well, considering Joseph doesn't do criticals, that's actually pretty useful for him. Alright, so Joseph's going to squeak out. Alright, but I do need to see if they are in ambush. And they are in ambush, actually. So I take that back. There we go. Poor Joseph surrounded again. And they have initiative. So we need to hold back the darkness. It fails. She gives us a darkness card, which is a Flood of Bats. It takes 2 horror hits. Gains 10 experience and has to make a strength. I can't lose the Darkstone because it's in the chest. So 2 horror hits, which he fails. So he's going to take 2 sanity. Then the slashers get to go. 3 dice each. Hitting on 3s. Good thing 6s don't do anything, because only 1 missed. Alright, Dual Joseph will use a grit to re-roll. Or, sorry, I don't have to use a grit yet. I get my defense rolls first. Silly me. Which actually is pretty good. Now he will use his grit to re-roll these. Since this is the final fight. 2! Only 2. Alright, and they do 8 wounds. He gets 8 armor saves. actually, ooh, but I don't save any of them. So I'm going to use my eye patch to get my max grit. You know, I forgot to roll the dice. I have to get used to that. Well, I may just sell them for more money. Alright, and re-roll those armor saves. Spending one of the grits. And blocks 1. So 7 wounds. So luckily for Joseph, that actually slashers are probably one of the easiest. I mean, the night terrors are harder, in my opinion. The slashers they just don't have the hit points to survive the number of shots Joseph gets. And he's got some good damage. I mean, in fact, actually, he's +4 against them. So, anyway, Joseph gets to move. Does not recover a grit. He's good where he is. Stand and deliver. Holding his ground. Let's kill us some bugs. We'll use a grit to re-roll. Then he has his ability to re-roll his Outlaw Pistol, which is a hit, and his Bandolier misses. Alright, no 6s though, so that's not actually a lot of hits for Joseph, considering the number of hits on dice that he rolled. Alright, well, we'll just target one of them and go. So the non-Outlaw Pistol is +1 for the bullets, +1 for the Otar, so it's -2 on the die, so it does nothing. And I'm even up on these other dice, on the Outlaw Pistol dice, because again, 1 for Outlaw Pistol, 2 for skill, 1 for Amulet of Otar, that's 4, and they have a 4 defense. So they have 10 health, so 2 dice, I need 10 or better on 2 dice. Unfortunately that was a 6, but alright, so there's an 8. Alright, I'm not going to worry about grading it. So I'm going to use 1 die on him again. That's enough to kill him. And then 1 die, 1 hit left on one of the others. Sorry, dice issues. I need to go to Dicers Anonymous. Alright. Here we go. Alright, and that does heal him for 1 wound. Oh, and I forgot. I have to make 6 horror hits. Again. No, but at least I catch it at the end of my turn. And I take 1 sanity. If nothing else, Joseph's pretty rock solid in that regard. Hold back the darkness. A 9 will work. Need 8 or better. These slashers do get to go now, though. 6 dice hitting on 3s. 6 hits. Joseph gets to roll his defense. Blocks 1. Alright, so how many wounds is this? A nice low roll. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12. Could have been as bad as 30. So, alright, so 12 armor saves. And his armor comes through pretty well. Saves 5 of them. So he takes 7 wounds. He's at 16. He's taking 16 points of damage. And then Joseph gets to go. He has 1 grit left. Is that worth using? Put it down a little bit. Only 2 dice left. No, it's not. So there's a skill and his Bandolier. There we go. Good thing I didn't need to grit that. And the 1 red 6 gives me another hit, which is pretty good. Alright, so I'm the wounded one. So I'm -2. Gives me 3 wounds. And he has 4, so he's at 7. nothing. This is even up. 3 or better will kill him. Alright, and then 4 dice, needing a total of 10. And I get it. Easy breezy. Alright, oh, those ambushing tentacles, I tell you. Although the ambushing hungry dead aren't very, very nice either. Alright, well that means Joseph succeeds. So Joseph would rest up. He's going to get his loot. Actually, to roll a d6 to see what kind of, well, he gets a loot card. Go ahead and we can draw that first for another $50. No Darkstone, unfortunately. And then I'll roll a d6. 1, 2, or 3. It's the Wellspring. 4, 5, 6. It is the Temple. And he gets the Temple. So it's going to be a peril die times 50. Alright, so 150 gold. So lots of gold for Joseph. For Joseph this time. And that's it. That went relatively quickly. Not too painlessly. Again, I apologize, I was a little spacey today. I think I caught everything, even if it was slightly after the fact. But if I didn't, again, I'm sorry. Hey, Joseph's still going. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been. He's doing all right for not having the second outlaw pistol. His off pistol certainly isn't nearly as good. It is getting a couple hits and a couple wounds every time. He's still relying on his outlaw pistols, but having a single outlaw pistol actually is not too bad. And actually, I am kind of considering that unless I get a second outlaw pistol, it actually might be worth it for Joseph to critical on some of these, and ignoring the second pistol, not dual wielding, although having extra hits is nice. Theoretically, I mean, obviously it doesn't help against the slashers, but being able to critical against some of these other enemies might be useful. He's got enough damage that they would essentially be auto kills. I mean, they're not necessarily auto kills right now because he still has to subtract. Usually his damage is enough to offset the armor. If he can critical, he ignores it, which I don't know. I don't know if that's better. So, well, hey, if you have an opinion, let me know. Obviously, I mean, I'm going to keep that second pistol for now, simply because if I'm not adjacent, because unfortunately, the outlaw pistols can only critical if you're adjacent. And of course, his skill to get 2 hits on a 6 instead of criticals, only applies to the outlaw pistol. So, if he doesn't use it, is he wasting it? But being able to critical and ignoring 3 points of armor means that's 3 more points of damage. Which means even if I can ignore bad damage rolls, for example. But he does have to be adjacent with the outlaw pistol. So something that I was just thinking about just now, and something to keep in mind for the future. So anyway, thanks for watching. Joseph survived again. I will check. He might have killed enough. That was kind of short, so he might or might not have gotten enough to level up to the next level because it was short. I will see. We will know at the start of next episode. So thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody watching and liking and subscribing, and I will see you next week.